What an extraordinary turnaround in the second Investec test here at Lord's. Anyone would think that Cardiff never existed after Australia dominated the first day, 337 for the loss of just one wicket. It's the best Australian performance in a test match in England for 20 or 30 years, only losing one wicket in the day. Let's have a look at how Australia managed to engineer that position. You'd have to say, firstly, they won the toss and a fantastic pitch to bat on, and they made full use of it. We can look at the Investec test tracker here and see the line, the yellow line, that after that wicket of David Warner early in the day, complete suicidal shot by Warner, by the way, after that really it was just one-way traffic, and Australia have totally dominated the day with both Chris Rogers and Steve Smith scoring centuries, and really you could almost not fail on that pitch once you got past the first new ball. Now let's look at their contributions of both Rogers and Smith, and it's interesting to see how they've performed compared to the last test. Chris Rogers here in the first test only making 19% of Australia's runs in the match. Actually, he did play well in the first innings, 90 odd runs, but overall didn't have a massive impact. 70% of the balls faced, 90% of the runs scored, and the same would apply to Steve Smith as well. In the first test, only 12% of the runs scored. Fairly disappointing test match for him, 30s in each innings, and 11% of the balls faced. So neither of them having much impact. But look at the difference in the test match today. Smith, for instance, 38% of Australia's runs in the innings, 129 out of 337, 40% of the balls faced, so pretty kind of constant, steady run rate for him. And Chris Rogers, actually 47% of the runs, nearly half the runs, 158. And what was clever about Rogers was his outstanding use of the slope here at Lord's. He knows it very well. Rogers has played for Middlesex for 4 or 5 years, has scored a double hundred here and a number of single hundreds as well. And what he did very cleverly was he used the angles, lots of glides through the slip cordon down to third man, down the slope, using the angle that you get from the hill here at Lord's, and then also hitting lots of runs through the leg side, down the slope again towards the mound stand when the ball was around about the leg stump. A guy who really knows his angles here at Lord's, knows how to manipulate the ball, not playing any risk shots at all, keeping the ball on the ground, playing it very late and playing it outstandingly well. Whereas Steve Smith, more aggressive, square of the wicket on both sides, trying to take the bowlers on sometimes, but again playing perhaps within his limitations, playing a little bit more selectively than he had in the earlier test match.